Hello, Zimbabwe. This is Zimbabwe Today with Kips Dube. I'm here in Washington, D.C. So today we are very lucky that we've got a young lady that is in music. She loves music, I'm told. She sleeps and breathes music. And that is what we're all about here. Her name is Brucella Moyo. Brucella, hi.
Hi, how's it going?
No, good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing great.
Excellent. Which place, where are you exactly?
I'm in Denver. I'm in Denver, Colorado. That's where I live.
Oh, it's a very dry place, right?
Yeah, the climate is very dry, but everything else makes up for it. The people, the nature, the city. So, yeah. So you have to put on chapstick a little extra, but it's just fine.
That's right. And you are a Zimbabwean, born here and bred in Zimbabwe. Tell us a bit about yourself, Brucella.
So, yes, I'm born to two Zimbabwean parents, but I was born here in the States. So definitely raised in an African household, still here in Colorado. I've been in Colorado since first grade. So Colorado's all I know. But I've every year in school, I've done talent shows and musicals and a lot of choir and dancing and theater. So I've always been involved in the performing arts. So I thought it was high time that I finally release music that I've been writing. So, it's coming soon this summer.
So how do you balance school and, music? How do you do that?
And just managing time and multitasking and setting your priorities straight, So if I have a piano assignment due the same time that I'd like to release the single, it's just a matter of making sure that I don't, take too many naps and just get the work done. So just like anything else.
Yes. Do you have an EP? Do you have an LP? Do you have an album? Or, tell us a bit about all that.
The only project that I've released so far that you can find on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere is my Christmas EP, which is 4 songs, and it's 2 originals and 2 covers, and that EP is called Brucella's Christmas, and you can find it on iTunes, anywhere online where they sell music or stream music. And then my most recent release is my single Want, which you can also find anywhere online, and Want will be on my upcoming EP Forward.
So now you're talking about Want. What are you talking about there?
So
exactly.
that's based off of a very personal experience, and instead of lingering on it too long, I decided to put it into words that I had a relationship and there was frustrations going on, and but I decided to write it down and write a song to it and put it into words, and I liked it enough for me to release it for other people to listen to and relate to. So that's what that's about, just communication problems within a relationship that was going on for too long. So, and you'll get to hear the rest of the story about my experiences with that throughout the EP.
Can you sing a little bit? I think it's something interesting, eh?
Yeah, okay. So I will sing the second verse. I'll just do a preview of the second verse, okay? I care for you, that's why I stick around instead of dropping you like the others. But one thing you won't do is meet me halfway. Should we just forget about each other? Why don't you say what you wanted? Oh, playing these games is exhausting. So where did I go wrong?
That sounds powerful, eh? So you're talking about something like say what you want. Why don't we forget each other? Give us a bit of background on that.
So basically, the person that I was with, I don't know, we were both super passive aggressive with each other sometimes, and we were both still young and learning how to communicate in a healthy way for a relationship. So there were times where I thought that things were okay and things weren't, and sometimes I acted the same way, but I was definitely craving a better communication style and us being kinder to each other instead of slowly separating. So when I think about it too much, it still hurts. So I decide to put it in the song and just release the feelings and let it go through art, And
you're still together. You're still together, right?
No, but you will hear the full story of how it plays out, like I said, on the EP. So,
So do you work with any artists like, Tinashe and all those kind of people?
do I listen to them?
Do you work with them in any way?
No, not Tinashe. No, absolutely not. We're definitely, me and Tinashe definitely on different levels. But I do like to listen to other local artists here in Denver, listen to them and possibly do collabs in the future. I do have a few features on this EP of Denver only artists. And my producer is also Denver based as well. So I like to work with a lot of local talent. But as far as Hollywood talent, I'm not there. Not there yet.
So we've got 6 tracks on this EP. Which are these tracks?
So I won't release the names of them or who the features are, but I will tell you the truth when I say that every single track is exactly how I feel. And it's been feelings that I felt for even maybe a little over a year. So every single story I've written, and I've written by myself. So everything is literally how I felt during the time, even outside of my relationship, during the time that I was going through it. So you'll be able to see it and hear it all when it comes out a little later this summer.
And then we've got some song called Forward, yeah? Something like that? Forward?
I did. Yes, I did. I wrote a song called Forward, and I named the EP after that song because that has been such my primary mindset throughout trying to start my local music career. So I've just been super inspired by that message. So I decided to name the whole EP after it. So
can I listen? Can I go for it? Forward?
Yeah, of course, of course. Okay, so here is a snippet of the chorus. Okay. Even if all we got, that's enough. Ooh, even if we fall from the top, we coming up. Hey, even if they say I'm lost, I'll pave my way. 'Cause we keep marching forward.
Keeping much forward. So what is keeping much forward there?
It's just about, especially in entrepreneurship, every time you're facing a struggle and it seems so easy, it just seems easier to give up and settle for something different. I'm just preaching about how I'm the type, and I surround myself with people who are the type to keep marching forward through whatever their trials and tribulations are. So it's just kind of my little anthem for me, that I'll probably always go back to the more I keep working at this, So, because I'm studying music business, and studying music business is basically like studying entrepreneurship, and it's not easy because you don't graduate from college and give someone your resume and work for them. It's really you hustling, and the key to being a successful entrepreneur and even a successful musician is consistency. So you just keep marching on.
And what type of music genre is that?
I would say pop. But my voice has such an R&B tone to it. Usually when so I can say pop R&B, but I think it's easier to not be fit in a box and just to enjoy each song as it is. So yeah. So whatever genre people want to assume, that's totally fine. But I guess to make it easy, I would say like pop R&B.
And what is your target audience?
The type of audience, definitely young adults. Definitely, just kids in the city, urban settings, people who I can relate to, like my own friends, people of all sorts of different diverse backgrounds, people of color, stuff like that. So that's my audience, just young adults who are very chill and just living life and are just looking for some art to relate to.
And I guess there you are including Zimbabweans, right?
Including Zimbabweans, especially, for sure. For sure.
Right, I think we've come to an end of our show today. And do you have any message to your fans? And whether you're selling any albums as yet, or, are you going to sell music? Are you going to live on music? All those kind of things.
Absolutely. Well, I just wanted to say a really big thank you to everyone who has listened to my singles so far. I really appreciate the support. Every time someone new listens to it, it's quite a shock. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to that. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both of my handles for those are Brucella Music. Okay, at Twitter and Instagram, to keep up with me on when I update and release any music, any fun projects or anything like that, any secrets that I have. So yeah, so be sure to follow me and come vibe with me.
And to Zimbabweans, what do you say?
The same thing. So you're all on the internet, so come vibe with me. I'm actually doing some collaborations with local Zimbabwean artists. But I'm not gonna say too much on that. So you'll hear it when it's released and when the projects are all finished. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm in the studio these days working on those collaborations with them. So I'm excited about that.
Thank you very much, Brucella, and enjoy your day. Eh?
Thank you. You too, Gibbs. You too.
Okay, thank you so much, and bye-bye. So that was Brucella Moyo. She's in Colorado. She's enjoying herself there. She's doing some music. And we are going to feature as many musicians as possible in this show. Saying goodbye is Gibbs Dube in Washington, D.C. Bye-bye.